Good morning, Unity Church of Overland Park. Pleasure to be with you today. I got up this morning singing.
God is so good.
Oh yeah, I got up this morning singing.
God is so good.
You know, I got up this morning singing.
God is so good.
Yeah, my God is so good to me. I'm feeling good down in my soul.
God is so good.
Oh, I'm feeling good down in my soul.
God is so good.
You know I'm feeling good down in my soul.
God is so good.
Yeah, my God is so good to me. You know that in my time of trouble I'm saying,
God is so good.
yeah, in my time of trouble I'm saying,
God is so good.
you know, in my time of trouble I'm saying,
God is so good.
yeah, my God is so good to me. Well, in my time of triumph, I know
God
that.
is so good.
Yeah, in my time of triumph, I know.
God is so good.
You know that in my time of triumph, I know.
God is so good.
Yeah, my God is so good to me. So when the day is over, I'm singing.
God is so good.
Yeah, when the day is over, I'm singing.
God is so good.
You know that when the day is over, I'm singing.
God is so good.
Yeah, my God is so good to me. Oh, every day and every way.
God is so good.
Yeah, every day and every way.
God is so good.
When I take the time to praise the Spirit.
God is so good.
Yeah, my God is so good to me. Oh, every day and every way.
God is so good.
Yeah, every day and every way.
God is so good.
When I take the time to praise the Spirit.
God is so good.
Yeah, my God is so good to me. Yeah, I got up this morning singing.
God is so good.
Yeah, I got up this morning singing.
God is so good.
You know that I got up this morning singing.
God is so good.
Yeah, my God is so, my God is so, my God is so good to me. Thank you very much. Now, if you're able to, please stand and join us in singing I Trust in God. You in the virtual balcony, please sing along too. I am thankful, so grateful. I am one in the Spirit all around me. I am thankful, so grateful. I trust in God. I am thankful, so grateful. I am one in the Spirit all around me. I am thankful, so grateful. I trust in God. I surrender, I surrender. I am one in the Spirit all around me. I surrender, I surrender. I trust in God. I surrender, I surrender. I am one in the Spirit all around me. I surrender, I surrender. I trust in God. Now please stay standing and join us in I Release. release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more strife and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. Come on! No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I am only here for God. Give it up for the UCOP band.
Good morning, Unity Church of Overland Park. I'm Reverend Jackie Fernandez, and it is so wonderful to be with you this morning, each and every one of you who have gathered here in this room, and those of you who are tuned in to our virtual balcony on Facebook and YouTube.
And I'm Reverend Eileen Stulak. Always a pleasure to be with you as well on this beautiful, cool morning. Got through the storms. I hope everybody got through the storms.
Very good.
Yeah.
You know, we might appear a little dim today.
I know. I need more of your thing here so we can light ourselves up more.
You'll notice that the platform lights are not working today. And so here we go again, once again. You know, I've already told you I do not do talks about peace.
True.
I added something else to the list. I can't remember.
You did. I don't know.
What was it?
I don't know.
Oh, man, I got to review that
I got to
list.
remember because you usually tell me to talk about stuff you don't want to.
Number 3 on the list now is flow. Because, of course, we're going to have some kind of disruption. But here we go. What we know, it's an opportunity to practice.
This is right.
To be in the flow. I mean, we have these wonderful panel chandeliers as part of our renovation. If we didn't have those, it would be a really bad picture online. So our virtual balcony, you've got your great view. Thank you to Reverend Bobby Kaiser and his vision for this space and our willingness to support that vision.
Yeah.
And here's the truth of it, right? Not to give away the talk.
Of course not. It's too early.
But because we release and let go, we can be in the flow. I didn't mean for that
You
to
mean
rhyme,
to be a
but-
poet,
but
too.
now-
My gosh.
But now that it did rhyme, when we release and let go, we can be in the flow. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. A very special welcome to Pancho Javier, Reverend Fred, and the UCOP band. And of course, we welcome Stacy McIntosh Lilly, who's providing ASL-English access for us this morning, for those in the room and those online. Let's center in with prayer. We give thanks for this day as we join in heart and mind with the creator of the universe. We are in a state of flow and co-creation of this day and our experiences in it. Because we are alive today, everything is possible. What then shall we do with this day? What gifts will we manifest in the presence of our actions, of our thought, of our heart? As we unite our heart and mind with the one holy presence, we center our attention in the truth of our oneness, one with another. One presence, one power, unlimited. We receive this truth, the reminder of it, the inspiration from it, with reverence, with humility, with inspiration, with curiosity. How then will we move as the hands and feet of God through this day, through this week, through the coming months? As we sit squarely in our divine assignment to be the hands and feet of God, we speak together one of our foundational affirmations in unity. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life. God, the source of all good.
And we continue to just stay in the flow of the prayerful energy that's begun this morning, to hold in our hearts and open our hearts to those who have requested prayer from the ministry. And one particular focus that we received this week was for a graceful and easy act of surrendering into the healing presence of Spirit within as one of our congregants moves through some diagnostic testing for their health. And another was focused on being open to guidance and clarity and wisdom coming forth from within someone who is preparing to make some significant life decisions. And so what we know to be true is that all of these qualities that have been requested to be held in prayer are present within each person who has asked, and each and every one of us. All we need to do is pause for that sacred moment to call them forth. And so we see Spirit's presence and power bringing forth, igniting within all who request prayer. That divine wisdom, clarity, guidance, healing, wholeness, and so much more. As we all are always guided to our highest and greatest good. And so we release all our prayers now, spoken aloud or held in the silence of our hearts. We do not attach to any specific outcomes. We attach to our faith and allow Spirit to do what Spirit does in, through, and as each and every one of us. And for that, as always, we are grateful. And so it is. Amen.
Amen. And now we join with unity communities around the world as we declare our collective vision statement for a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening. And we welcome back to the platform Pancho Javier.
I've seen my share of struggle when I thought that I knew best. When I've sailed through a storm instead of stopping to rest. And it always seems the hardest when I've made up my stubborn mind. Well, I'm changing my way this time. Wanna be like water coming down a mountain in a shadowy canyons, flowing from pool to stream. Wanna be like water headed uphill no more. I am bound for the sea. Have you ever seen an eagle head straight into the wind? He doesn't pick a fight, spreads his wings and just gives in. And in the end he always makes it home just fine. Yes, he knows that every storm subsides. Wanna be like water coming down a mountain into shadowy canyons, flowing from hill to stream. Wanna be like water headed uphill no more. I am bound for the sea. I'll let nature take its course. No more thinking that I know where this river's meant to go. I have railed against the stars for the cards that I've been dealt, for the lottery I've never won, for the heartache that I've felt. But it always seems when I let go of expectations and regret, life has plenty of surprises for me yet. Wanna be like water coming down a mountain into shadowy canyons, flowing from pool to stream. Wanna be like water headed uphill no more. I am bound for wanna be like water, headed for the mountain, into shadowy canyons, flowing from pool to streams. Wanna be like water, headed uphill no more. I am bound for the sea.
Now, what was that super catchy rhyme that I just came up with? When we release and let go, we are in the flow, right? Yeah. So then why is it so dang hard sometimes to let go? If you're sitting here in this room, if you are tuned into the virtual balcony, then I know one thing about you. You have survived 100% of your most challenging and difficult days. Right? Yeah, that is worth celebrating. And yet, what happens when we meet our challenges and difficulties? Oftentimes, we start to grip, we start to feel like maybe this will be the one we can't survive. We forget all of our spiritual practices and tools. You know, maybe some of you, when you saw the title of this flow state, because I know you were reading the newsletter, listening to the announcements last week, and you're like, flow state. Oh, another talk about flow, being in the flow. Yawn. I've been in unity for a long time. I know all about flow. I can sing, I release, and let go all on my own. Really? Tell me more about that. I'll tell you, as your minister, I need this talk. I need this talk. You know, recently I was walking the grounds of Unity Village. Those trails are so beautiful. If you haven't been out there in a while, I encourage you to go spend some time. And there are several creeks that flow around the trails. And I noticed one as I was crossing a bridge. To my right were babbling rapids, right? The creek, it had recently rained, as we've gotten a lot of rain this year, and the water was rushing and cutting around branches and rocks and all of that. And on the left side of the bridge was complete stillness, the same water. And I shared that story several times over to some close friends because I was in the midst of some challenging times when I saw that, and I thought, you know, there it is. Just like water. You know, I'm going to be cutting around branches and rocks and finding my way through and flipping and flopping all over the place, but then there is going to be a place of stillness. End of story. Really cute, right? But as I was thinking about that same story in light of preparing for this talk, I kind of ended the story at the wrong place, I think. Were I to tell it again, which I'm about to. Babbling water, noisy, loud, rushing, chaotic, still pool, fish, little frog, little bugs. More rapids on the other side. Right? At some point, the water found its way out of the stillness of itself and back into chaos. And I think that's a really important part of the story to include. Because when we are on the spiritual path and we learn how to release and let go, say our affirmations, or exercise our denials, sit in meditation, and we make it through something, then sometimes we might have the expectation, done with that. I have graduated. Everything will be perfect and peaceful in my life. I claim peace for my life. And then when we meet the next challenge, sometimes we have an idea that that is a sign of failure, that we have lost our spiritual prowess, that we have failed our faith. But we could say it is the natural order of things to go through a challenging experience, have an outcome, have a time of stillness and peace, enjoyment, and then meet another challenging experience, and not make it a measure of our success or failure in life. It can be so dang hard to let go of our ideas of how things should be, right? Which is really like, if you isolate our suffering, it is not so much because of the events that take place in our lives, but it is because of our response to those events. And most often, it is in our unwillingness to accept things as they are. That is the point of suffering. When we want to hold on to something, tight grip, because we want to hold on to the way we think it should have gone or should be in the face of how things really are. That diagnosis, the ending of a relationship, the denial of a job, anything that we don't want, the suffering is more often in our response to the situation than the actual situation itself. And I think oftentimes what happens is we think that if we move into this outcome that we don't want, that we are going to lose control, lose power, lose ability to overcome. But when we are so busy gripping or denying reality and gripping onto the way we think things should be, that is how we lose our power. We have lost our power of intention. We have disconnected from the flow of life that is always moving through us. So it is in the letting go that we find our power to move with intention through any situation. And I want to be really careful here that when we talk about acceptance, which is the key to flow, we don't also mean approval. And so often we think, well, I've just got to accept things as they are and move on with it. Well, we're not going to accept racism as okay. We aren't going to approve it. We can accept the reality of it. Homophobia, xenophobia, betrayal, right? All of these things, we're going to accept the reality of what is happening does not require us to approve what is happening. We don't have to be in approval and alignment with it, but we have to be in acceptance so that we can stay in the flow of solution, the flow of how then shall we navigate life's most difficult challenges. I was recently on a road trip to the Northwest, Pacific Northwest, a few weeks ago with my daughter Skippy. And in South Dakota, on I-90, we crossed the Missouri River. And Skippy was like, wait, I thought we were in South Dakota. I'm like, we are. The Missouri River starts in Montana. Starts in Montana. It is the longest river in the United States. I didn't know that. 2,300 miles. The basin of the Missouri River crosses 10 states and 2 Canadian provinces. Starts in Montana and empties into the Mississippi River just upstream of St. Louis. How about that? The mighty Mississippi. What about the mighty Missouri? But if you're in Montana or South Dakota or Nebraska and you're in the water, or you are the water, you don't see the Mississippi. You don't see the destination. And then beyond that, you don't see the Gulf waters, which is the ultimate destination. You don't have an understanding that the fresh water of you will become salty. And so often it is in our demanding to be able to see downstream before we are willing to move that is a different kind of gripping. It is a different kind of unwillingness to accept things as they are. So being able to use the metaphor of water, which is rich for us, right? We know that flowing water supports life. The scriptures say, out of the believer's heart flows living waters. And we know we can look at stagnant water and we can see its toxicity, right? Life does not thrive in stagnant water. So it can be a gentle reminder to us when we just consider the water. Shall we stagnate for perceived safety, for perceived comfort, perceived peace, but it's really the death of us, either emotionally, spiritually, perhaps even physically? Or are we willing to move? Are we willing to trust the power of flow, of life that is through us to carve canyons? To move with life, to be a source of power for others. I want to share with you this story of Kelsey Fendler. Is anyone else following her? She is this young woman in her 20s who has set a course to be the first American woman and the youngest woman ever to single-handedly row a boat from California to Hawaii. Come on with it. California to Hawaii. There are sharks in that water. And she is in a boat that is small enough for her to row. Row, row, row your boat. Okay, it does have an auto function on it for rowing so that when she sleeps, it's not doing the work for her, but it keeps her so that she doesn't lose progress. However, whether it's her rowing or the auto function of the boat, it is still susceptible to wind. And I'm going to show you, go ahead and put up on the screen the picture of her route. So you'll see the red line is the charted path from the coast of Northern California to Hawaii. And then you can see the pink line is the path she has taken. Does that look familiar? Can you relate to that? The path you think you're going to take and you intend to take versus the path you are taking. You can see she started out, and I've been following her. She does daily updates, right, on all the social media platforms. And you can see she's parallel with the coastline for a good while. And I'll tell you, her updates, she was in tears. She was struggling. She was frustrated. She was lonely. She is tired. She has to eat 4,000 calories a day in order to have the physical stamina to do the work required to make this journey. One night, her boat capsized. Now, it is built in such a way that it is supposed to, and it did, automatically right itself. However, she lost her supply of food for that day. She's got baggies, Ziploc baggies, very familiar mechanism to us, of her daily supplies, of the meals she's supposed to eat and the snacks. But she lost that, so she had to ration her food. And when you're in the middle of nowhere, there is no option for DoorDash, right? Solo trip from California to Hawaii, subject to nature, subject to weather, to self-thinking patterns. And she's very candid about the journey every single day, is sharing it with everyone. Her goal is to beat the record, which is 86 days and 10 hours. She started this journey on May 21st, right? So I think today is day 25. We're going to watch a video from 2 days ago that I want to share with you. She's like recommending an audiobook. She has 2 stuffed animals. One's like an octopus, and the other is another sea animal, I don't remember, as her friends, her companions, right? Because there's the mental aspect to this, there's the physical aspect, there's the spiritual aspect, right? All of her humanity is on the line in this journey. So now, if you're thinking, super relatable, I was just planning my own cross-Pacific journey. So yeah, bring it. I'm really curious what she has to say. I was simmer her down. All right, let's watch the video.
Day 23 of becoming the first American woman to row solo from California to Hawaii. Today has been almost no wind. All of the forward momentum that I've been able to create has been with my arms and legs. It's definitely been a lot of physical effort today. But it is just one of those days that are so fundamental to doing a really long, hard thing, which is just showing up and continuing to do it even when it's not super glamorous. It's been kind of just drizzly and gray all day. It's just part of it. It's definitely part of doing the thing, and I'm here for it. But yeah, I've listened to an audiobook that kind of kept me alive today too. It's called The Shark Dialogues. It's a really cool, I'm going to call it a historical fiction of the recent history of the Hawaiian Islands, told through like the lineage of a native Hawaiian family through like 3 generations. It's really cool if anyone's looking for a good audiobook. But yeah, slow moving, but we're making progress. I'm so close to halfway. And that has been kind of an interesting part to think about too, is just what that means and what that looks like, and how long I've worked on this project, and how crazy it feels to be almost halfway done with it, at least mileage wise. Who knows about time? But yeah, just trying to soak in the days, and also just know that today, with how slow it's going, it's just one of those building blocks to doing a project like this. A big long thing is you show up and you keep doing it over and over and over again until you get the end result that you want, and that's what something like this is, and I've been here for it.
And she's here for it. Hey, what did you catch in that? I saw a whole lot of acceptance, right? A whole lot of partnership with her circumstances on a daily basis. She does not know from day to day what she's going to be facing. Now, she does have a team who is safely on the coast, who are watching the weather, and they're communicating with her and that, and giving her a heads up of when to expect, certain winds and how to course correct, and like sort of to help her strategize based on what she can't see. But she is out there in a boat in the middle of the ocean and ultimately responsible for her experience. And so to be in that level of acceptance of whatever arises for her externally or internally is the name of the game for her survival in this situation. And honestly, that's true for us every single day. How we navigate the outer terrain and the inner terrain becomes the experience of our lives. So acceptance is paramount. Not a passive acceptance to where we just, let's say la vie. This is how it is. But acceptance so that we can face what is before us with the full powers of our intellect, of our heart, of our spiritual strength. Our co-founders in Unity, Charles Fillmore, really focused on divine order. Divine order. Now that sounds like order, which is not chaos. So when we meet chaos, we tend to assume that we are out of divine order and we want to get back to order. But we are always and only in divine order to the degree with which we accept that this is how order is presenting itself today in my life. Say it again. Divine chaos. First, there was chaos, and then there was light. And then the form came from the unformed, right? And then all of creation followed. And that order repeats itself over and over and over again in our lives. I'm sorry to tell you. We don't end on the Sabbath and then live out the rest of our lives, right? It starts over and over and over again. So when we can come to accept that that is divine chaos, is divine order, we can live into that. Myrtle Fillmore focused on partnership with the power of life that was in her body. Rather than struggling with the body, she chose to be in partnership with the flow of life moving in her, as her, through her, calling it divine. So that is the invitation for us. Once we have accepted the reality of our situation, of our circumstances, of our experiences, we can move into partnership with what is unfolding. We can move into partnership with divine order. We can move into intention setting so that we are moving mindfully through our experiences. We can know that the destination is going to be life. So why not move through the experience with the fullness of our power of life? It may not feel good. It may be scary. You may rather be mad about it. You may rather hold that grudge that you've been holding. You may rather hide from any particular outcome. But the invitation is always life. The invitation is always an experience of God. So if we can let go, release that which is gripping us or that we are gripping, and be in partnership with divine order, which might feel like divine chaos. Be in partnership with life itself. Then we can move to our destination. We can move to the fullness of life that is ours to live. Why else are we even here? Why else are we? We are not here to suffer. We are not here to hold back or to withhold life. We are here to express life. The one holy presence in the universe moved itself in such a way as to express as you. Like, take that in. You are an expression of the divine. How then will you move? And will you allow yourself to be moved in holiness, in love, and in the strength of life? Bless you on your journey.
Lead me, love, lead me on. I am weary, make me strong. Lead me, love, help me grow. Lead me, love, lead me home. Lead me, love, lead me on. I am ready, I am strong. Lead me, love, watch me grow. Lead me, love, lead me home. Lead me
Let us settle in for a time of meditation. Find yourselves comfortable in your seats. If you're here in the room, and if you are watching from the virtual balcony, whatever you might be doing, laying, sitting, walking, just allow yourself to be held in this moment. Held in divine order. If you haven't already, I invite you to close your outer eyes or simply soften your gaze as you open to the vast expanse of life within you. Well, we may not be planning an uncharted path across the Pacific. There may be circumstances in your life that feel just as daunting, nearly impossible to navigate. Overwhelming, perhaps. And so together we take a breath and release any ideas of hopelessness or helplessness. These feelings may arise, and we make no judgment about them. We just don't let them drive the bus. We don't let them dictate how we move through our circumstances. We allow compassion and tenderness to flow through the heart for the ways we might hold fear, grief. But we allow the heart and mind to unite in the knowing of truth. That we are an expression of life, each of us, an expression of the divine. And that regardless of the outer circumstances, we are the power of life moving in the world. We are the power of God moving in the world. We are the power of love expressing in the world. We are fully equipped to navigate any and all circumstances before us. And yet, it may feel really hard to let go and jump into the flow. So we allow a sacred reminding that as we are present in our own lives, we can move with acceptance, which allows us to reclaim our power in the midst of any situation. And then, in this power and the light of God moving through us as us, we travel connected one to another, to self, to community. And therein lies our strength. Therein lies our hope. Therein lies our help. So we allow gratitude to move in. For the simplicity in this teaching. Our circumstances may be complex, and our solutions, while maybe not easy, are simple. And we take this knowing into our heart, into our mind, into our soul, as a remembering of who and whose we are. Created not for suffering, but for thriving. Exquisite expressions of divinity, you and I, each and every one of us. Thank you, God, for this truth. Thank you, God, for this life. Thank you, God, for this flow of divine order and partnership. And so it is, we move with love, with grace, with faith. Amen.
Lead me, love, lead me on. When I'm weary, make me strong. Lead me, love, help me grow. Lead me, love.
Yeah, I love the way that Reverend Jackie opened the message by reminding all of us that the mere fact that we're gathered here today and in rooms, elsewhere as well, means that we have successfully moved through our entire life experience to date, and here we are. Something to celebrate, right? And it struck me that this ministry, as of today, has done the very same thing. We're celebrating our 51st birthday, our anniversary, this year. And for 51 years, we have moved through, as a ministry, everything that ministerial life has brought to us, or that we have created ourselves. And so that's pretty cool to celebrate as well. And of course, that is possible always, and only because of you. Because of you, the way that you continue to show up, the abundance that you share, your abundance of time, the abundance of the talents and gifts and skill sets you offer to us, and of course, the abundance of your financial support that goes to further feed into and nurture our mission, the furtherance of it, and our ongoing sustainability for what it is we are called to do. And so I'd just like to invite us to, just with deep joy and gratitude in our hearts for all that has been, all that is right in this moment, and all that is still yet to be, just join with me in speaking the words to our offertory blessing. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, and I'm joy-filled and grateful.
Running around fixing this and that, giving it up to God and then I'm taking it back. Just release and let it go. You don't even have to think about it no more. Get out of the way.
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 Get out the way and let God do his thing. You look like the weight of the world's on your back. Just take a deep breath and cut yourself some slack. All that drama ain't good for you. You couldn't change what it is even if you wanted to. Get out of the way.
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 Get out the way and let God do his thing. Let's hear it for the UCOP band. The sun's gonna shine and the river's gonna flow. The tide's gonna rise without your say-so. The universe is working and the good is flowing. You don't plant a seed and dig it up and see if it's growing. Get out of the way.
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 Get out the way and let God do his thing. I said get out of the way.
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 Get out the way and let God do his thing.
Woo. I'm Reverend Jen.
And I'm Ellis.
And we have a few announcements for you. This Tuesday, June 16th, is the first of 2 new member orientations for UCOP. Join the ministerial team via Zoom on Tuesday, June 16th and June 23rd from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. You only need to attend one of the 2 classes to become a member. This week, you'll meet others who are considering membership and learn about Unity history. You can sign up today in our Community Connections room or by using the link included in the e-news. ASL services are provided with confirmation of attendance.
Are you ready for are we on? Okay. Are you ready for our summer concert series at the Fillmore KC Event Space? Good. This coming week, we'll welcome Envy, Reverend Fred Elbers, and James Albright for our first show on Thursday, June 18th at 7 p.m. You can get your tickets to the experience an unforgettable night of music by following the link in our e-news or by purchasing them at the Community Connections room in the back. Doors are open at 6:30 p.m. Snacks and drinks will be available for purchase.
It's almost time for our Leadership Council election. This year's candidates for Leadership Council are Vanessa Kane, an incumbent eligible and nominated for a second term, and Luann Bruce, Joy McGilton, and Jeffrey Schweitzer, all eligible and nominated for first terms. The election will be held at the annual business meeting on Sunday, June 28th at 11:30 in the sanctuary. If needed, members may obtain an absentee ballot by contacting the church office. Absentee ballots must be turned into the church office by Thursday, June 25th at 5 p.m.
Now I'd like to invite Angela up.
Hello, everybody. Morning. For just a little FYI, so we had a sharing circle a little while ago, and at the sharing circle, a little kind of straw vote was taken on if the congregation wanted to pursue exploring the name of our congregation, Unity Church of Overland Park, and should it be that, or what should it be? And so a small group was formed, led by Ellis, that their goal is to develop what that process will look like explore the process to possibly change the name or keep the name or whatever that looks like. So just wanted to give the group a heads up in case you were not at the sharing circle, and then Ellis will provide a status update.
Well, I really have very little to add to that, but just to let you know that we have an excellent committee, and we're doing some deep research and to create a way of processing whether we would update our name, what it would look like, all the processes. So just stay tuned, and we'll keep you up to date.
Thank you.
Oh, and I'm also be sure to visit our website, subscribe to our e-news for these and all activities taking place here at the ministry.
And now, please join with me in speaking our mission statement together. Unity Church of Overland Park transforms lives and empowers people to make a difference in the world. And now, let's bless our UCOP kids.
We are walking as the light, as the light, as the light. We are walking as the light of God.
You're in a different spot this time.
We're just keeping you on your toes. All right, good morning, friends. So today's lesson, we were talking about going with the flow and what water looks like and how we can relate to water. So as you all know, my husband Jeff teaches yoga and Qigong. And so he came back and he taught us what waterways looks like, which is a Qigong move. So we just took a second and we practiced and we said, what does that energy feel like? What does it feel like to think about our fingers running through the water? And we said it felt a little cold. We felt like maybe there was some sand, lots of things. And then we made our own. Mila has made rocks and lily pads and a tree, all sorts of things to go with her water for today. So, thank you.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, a big round of applause and a thank you to Pancho Javier, Reverend Fred, and the UCOP band. And you may or may not know, but Reverend Fred had a birthday yesterday. And there's a whole lot more celebration coming his way this month. This dude has been employed at this church for 35 years this year. This legend of a man has served as the music director, now music minister, for 30 years at this ministry. Yeah, come on. So we are going to have an all-out, yes, come on, that's right. Yeah. He has built an incredible legacy in this ministry. The likes of none does not exist in the unity movement, dare I say, in the entire New Thought movement. Come on now. I stand by that statement. So we are going to celebrate him the last Sunday this month. We are going to celebrate Fred. We'll have our annual business meeting, but during the service, it's going to be a hootenanny. Fred has free reign to choose all the, I don't even know what the music is going to be. I know that we're going to have Envy and Janet Jameson here, so it's going to be a real good time celebrating Fred. We'll have a reception for him, and then our annual business meeting, and then he gets to take a sabbatical for the month of July. He's been awarded a sabbatical as deep gratitude for all that he has done, which means we're going to have to, live without him for a month. But he made good plans, taking good care of us while he is gone. And what he doesn't know is I've got a little plan of my own. But I'm going to wait till he leaves, and then I'll share that with you. Wow, the cat's away, the mice shall play. So we will have a good time. All right. So also a big thank you to Reverend Jen and to Ellis for those announcements. And our celebration for this month of our volunteer team is the AV team. So let's give a big round of applause. And Joan, I'm so glad you're here for this, because we thought, well, Joan, who's here week after week running the PowerPoint, kind of took the month of June off for work obligations, and we're like, and now we're celebrating her team. But she's here, so soak up all our love and appreciation, Joan. Yes. All right, and next Sunday, you'll want to come back. It's Father's Day, and we're going to welcome Reverend Paulette Pipe as our guest speaker. Will This Circle Be Unbroken? She's a powerful, powerful force of meditation. She will be giving a talk that is also inclusive of an immersive meditation experience, so you're not going to want to miss that. So join us next week with Reverend Paulette, and of course, Millie will be our guest vocalist. And so then today, we have yoga at noon in the studio with Jeff Squarick. And then at 3 o'clock, we have the Good Faith Network celebration. Word on the street is that we will be receiving an award. So that's all we know. I would tell you more if I knew more, but we are on a short list of people, of ministries who will be receiving an award. So if you're able to join us, please do at 3 o'clock this afternoon and at the Islamic Center of Johnson County. And now let's stand for a closing song, or simply raise your aura.
Shine, be glorious, reflect the divine. Shine, be glorious, reflect the divine. Spirit of mine, Spirit divine, let me shine your light. Shine, be glorious, reflect the divine. Shine, be glorious, reflect the divine. Spirit of mine, Spirit divine, let me shine your light. Let me be a vessel, let me be a vessel, let me be a vessel of love. Let me be a vessel, let me be a vessel, let me be a vessel of love. Let us all continue to be vessels of love and beacons of light. Look to the left, look to the right, in front or behind. Acknowledge the love, acknowledge the light as you see within yourself, and carry on. Shine, be glorious, reflect the divine. Shine, be glorious, reflect the divine spirit of mine, spirit divine. Let me shine your light.
And from right where you are, join me in the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. For there is a force of love moving through the universe that holds us fast and will never let us go. Bless you, bless you, bless you. I love you.